With a change in sporting focus, there's been a lot of requests on the channel lately for Aussie pre-race trading. So in the next few minutes, I'm going to run you through a pre-race trade on Betfair Australia's horse racing markets on screen that bagged me $40. For anyone that's unaware, exchange users can do this on any exchange market by backing and laying at different prices, locking in a profit, so long as the price moves in your favour, as I'll now demonstrate on screen. So just to bring everyone that's watching up to speed, on screen now you can see the Geeks Toy betting software. It's a third-party platform, verified by Betfair. You can see it on their hub or their learning section to download. Basically allows you to place bets into the market faster. You've got a very similar layout to Betfair's exchange website. Pink bets being lay bets, blue bets being back bets, the market trading at different prices, showing you some extra stuff on the screen there, the traded volumes and what's actually happening in the market. Now this is absolutely crucial when it comes to understanding what's happening in the betting market and deciding where you're going to place your bets, how you can build an advantage and effectively trade the price for a profit. So we've got 3 minutes down to the start, 7:20 at Rose Hill. It's a popular race, it's a Group 3 race, and currently at this point in time you can see there's 130,000 British pounds matched on this market, which roughly equates to $250,000 US. Now, as the market picks up, there's more money flowing into the market. Those dark green bars on the side of each column show the fresh money that's come into the market in the last 30 seconds or so. So that's what I'm paying particular attention to right now. Down the bottom you've got the Betfair trading graphs, so you can see there's a slight trend on the third one there as well. In terms of money coming for this horse, and its price has contracted a little. So at this point in time, I'm just spending this first few minutes to build up my own opinion, decide what's happening in the market, see if there's confirming signals for that, particularly in terms of the traded volume going into the market. With all this higher liquidity, it brings us more opportunity to trade the market effectively, making a larger profit than you would traditionally on these sort of markets. As I'm talking right now, I can see that more money is flowing onto that third, which is a confirming signal to what I've already previously thought when looking at this. That's highlighted over on the left of the market overview chart there by the blue line. Now, I suspect that what's happening here on screen is this horse is being backed. So there's money falling into the exchange. So the supply of back bets outweighs the amount of the supply of lay bets in the market, and so the price begins to contract. As time goes forward, we get closer to the start of the post, you've got all sorts of things going on. You've got bookmakers dumping liability, you've got people placing larger bets, the market becomes more informed, and so it's easier to, or it's safer, sorry, there's less risk involved to make a more informed decision. So that's exactly what's going through my mind at this point in time, and I'm just sitting and waiting, because quite literally, when there's an opportunity on the exchange, you can make money in seconds. You can lose money in seconds too. I don't want to glamorize it too much there, but you can make money in seconds with an informed decision as to what you think is happening here. Now, I think it's quite clear on screen, in hindsight, looking at this as well, that the money is building up in terms of favour of backing this horse. I'm highlighting it on the Betfair graph down the bottom there, and I'm looking to open a back bet before placing a lay bet against that back bet at a slightly different price, as you'll see on screen in a second, in order to lock in a profit. So I've put that £25 lay bet in the market there just to as a marker, and also so I can close out the first position of my back bet. We'll now slow the recording down to half speed so it's a little bit clearer for people watching, and you can see on the right hand side there my profit and loss column has been activated and the numbers have got bigger. That's because I've backed for £200 at this point in time at a price of 6.8 and also 7. So the crossover point is between those two prices on the exchange. I'm anticipating that the price is then going to shorten somewhat in the dying seconds down to post. We've got 20 seconds or so left now. Obviously we don't want to get caught overexposed because there's no live video on this in the UK anyway, and the price starts to move in our favour, based on what I was anticipating was happening in the market right there then. As the price contracts, I'm very aware of the time down to post. So if there was more time, I'd probably leave this trade to run longer, making a larger profit, because I've certainly called it in the right direction, and I don't think there's any hope of it returning back to where we opened our position or going against our position now. So I lock in the profit there at around about a price of 6, and that's nearly a whole point's move between 6.8 or 7 down to 6. So I've backed up at the higher prices, I've laid at the lower prices, and I'm locking in a profit, which is what you can see that £22 lay bet in the market is there. Now, if all the numbers are confusing you at this point in time, don't let it worry you, because I'll show you on screen in a second how that worked out specifically. So Couple of seconds past post time now. I don't mind being exposed to the £20 lay bet because that's obviously just my hedge bet within the market, and we're fully locked in there. So we've locked in, or cashed out as you might like to call it, for £21.09 in a space of, you know, a minute and a half there. However, the hard work was done previously in anticipating what was going to happen with this market by looking at what's going on, using the tools and features with the Geeks Toys software. Now, it's important to say hindsight's always an easier thing. You can go back and play that again. Not every market will move exactly like this, but now there's this extra liquidity in these Australian markets, and I'll be quite honest with you, it surprised me a little bit just how much there is right now. With this extra liquidity, there is actually opportunity to trade the Australian horse racing markets a lot more and a lot more effectively with a lot less risk than you would usually. And you can see on the screen there, the price is still plummeting. It's past post time. The reason I haven't got the trade open right now and I haven't carried on trading it further is purely because I can't see the live stream video, so I don't know whether all the horses are loaded into the stalls, if they're loitering around the back, or if they're all in there and the race is about to start, because I don't want my trade to go in play. That's not something that I've got a view or opinion on. I'm just taking that small portion of the value via the advantage that I have using the software and my knowledge inside the markets, which is something that I've built up over time. If you want to check out my website, you can. There's additional content on there, some courses and stuff that we've built up over time for UK racing. But right now, while there's a focus on Australian racing, I think that it's a reasonable one to be trying to trade, and particularly if you're in Australia yourself, because you have a slight time advantage on people abroad. So there we have it, the race has gone in play and it's on to the next one for me. Now, going back to the actual bets that were placed within the market, just to highlight that for people, you can see on the overall Betfair screen there, we've locked in £21.09 minimum on all of the different selections there. It's very similar to cashing out if you've used that traditionally. And the actual bets are highlighted on the screen there now. So you can see the reason that there's £21.09 profit in British pounds is because the difference between our total profit on the right there and our total liability is £21.09, and the difference between our stakes being £200 and £221.09 cancel each other out, leaving that overall profit. Just to confirm what I said at the start there for Australian viewers, £21.09 is the equivalent of $40.83. So that's what you can do on Betfair Australia's exchange pre-race at this point in time, while there's all this activity and focus on the horse racing markets in Australia. I'd recommend checking it out, and we'll upload some more videos to do with this on the YouTube channel in the future, so make sure you subscribe and hit the like button below. I think I deserve it, having got up at 7 o'clock this morning to record this on screen for you guys.